Now, one good thing about Google Reader that we're going to use as our client to be viewing our things is many times, you want to visit blogs, to like keep updated on things, whether that's a news blog, whether that's a photography blog, whether it's a blog about new technology that's coming out. For example, I like to check out like different Mac rumor blogs to see like what the new iPad is going to look like and things. So, but the problem is, you don't always have the time to go back to that same site all the time. For example, I like to check up on a guy I know, Brandon, in the Philippines. He teaches over there, and he has a lot of like useful things, and he does photography as well. But sometimes we're so busy we don't have the time to check back on the blog every time, or sometimes I check it and it's not updated. So a much better, efficient way of checking information is through Google Reader to stay up to date. Um, it's great that we have all this. Let's see. It's great that we have all this technology and information at our fingertips. Sometimes when we have so much of it, we kind of take it for granted and we don't even use it as much. So that's why we're going to use Google Reader. Now, Google Reader uses the RSS feeds, syndication. What you're going to do is find various blogs or sites that you're going to follow, and you're going to be subscribing to them. I'll just have an example. Let's just say photography. You can check the directions in terms of what you're supposed to be following. But if I want to follow some websites on photography, first of all, I don't just want to start Google searching like photo blogs. It's best to Google search like a list. For example, I put some lists here. So this has like 100 websites to teach yourself photography. So like somebody already has gone through and found like the top, blogs to look for. Sometimes the Google search, you have to be the judge and filter out what's good and what's not. And you see there's descriptions for that. There's a lot of useful things. Like here's some photography blogs. Here's some photography lessons you can follow. So there's a lot of interesting things you can get. So what you can do is just choose the blog that you want to follow. In this case, I'm going to follow Digital Photography School. Can learn a lot about tips and equipment and post-production. You always want to look for this little icon, the RSS feed icon. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click on that, and then you're going to be able to subscribe. Okay, and then here it says RSS feed, and the icon you're looking for is this little Google icon. But what you're going to do to get to Google Reader first is if you log into Gmail, okay, in the top site you can go to More and you can go to Reader. So you can take advantage of that. Now, once you try to subscribe, okay, again, go to the Google Plus. You click on that. It'll say, do you want it to your Google homepage or you want it to your Reader? We want it to our Reader. Okay, and then it automatically adds it into our Reader. Now, what you're going to do in your feed settings, okay, you're going to go to your feed settings and you're going to choose new folder. You're going to create a folder that this category would be under. Now, if it's like technology news, maybe it'd be like just technology. If it's about video, maybe videography or film. In this case, we're going to just call it photography. Okay, and then after I do that, you'll see it in a folder right here, and there it added it as in the photography folder. So it's a great way to keep organized into different folders. You can also do this for websites. If you go to a website and you don't see updates, you can do that. You can also even do this to like Little Miss Anne. You can go to the announcements page, and if you don't see a little RSS icon or feed, okay, all you have to do is copy the URL. For example, let's say I want to follow this Flickr stream. of this lady in Europe who takes photographs of mountains. Okay, all I have to do is copy that URL, the website link, go to your Google Reader, hit subscribe, paste that link in there, and hit add, and it'll basically add that subscription and update all the recent things. Now tomorrow, if I open up Reader, it will refresh and show the latest posts or photos that she has put in there. Same thing with like LMA. It'll show, if you go to that page, the announcements page, it'll show like all the recent announcements and things. So because it's a new post. So it's a great way to keep updated without going to like 10 different sites. You could just go to one place and it brings everything into you. Okay, so that's one way that you can use to check out photos and get inspired by different things. Now, in the feed settings, you can also use View in Reader Play, and when we do that, it'll open up the photos in an easy, better viewable way of checking out your reader. Okay, if you decided, hey, I don't like this blog anymore, you can hit unsubscribe. Make sure all the content is clean in every way, so there shouldn't be any questionable content that you're following. So if you do see anything like that, you need to unsubscribe immediately. If you find a blog like if I wanted to go to the digital photography school, and I'm just going to drag that into the folder, okay? And I wanted more blogs like this, I don't have to go around searching for it. It'll give me suggestions. See, I can put more blogs like this, and then I can choose some of these that I can try. So if I want to learn more about studio lighting, I really want to get better at studio lighting, I can just hit studio lighting and subscribe, and notice it'll show me some things I can do. Now, for example, this is actually a grain of salt, and this will help you give you tutorials on how to photograph and tips on photographing salt. Here's how to make a camera strap. So there's a lot of helpful things that you can get. So here I would just hit subscribe if I like that. And again, you want to either go into your feed settings and choose your put it in the photography folder, or just click and drag it into photography, and then you should be good. Now, one thing how Google Reader works, you might see a little bar up here that says, when you scroll down, you want it to mark it as read. If you mark it as read, it's basically going to like disappear from your reader. Okay, so basically you're going to go through it, and as you cycle through it, it's saying, okay, I read this, I read this, I read this. So when I close Reader and I come back to it, those articles won't be there. Okay, so this is a great way of making sure that you've read or covered, or at least glanced at everything in here. Okay, because it's going to have the most recent items first. So that's just you might want to decide what kind of settings you would like to put on your reader to make sure that you can read it the way that you want it to. Now on the right side, there's also this view if you want to see just the titles and have quick updates, but it's nice to see the photos in that. I'm going to show you guys some of the settings. If we go over here to our reader settings, okay, this is where we can make sure it's in English. Okay, also I like to hit show favicons for subscriptions, so I like to put that one. So favicons is the little icons that you see up here. Okay, so I can easily identify what it is. If you go into subscriptions, this shows you what it is. So if you want to like change a whole group of them, you can like easily change the folders really easily, or trash them right here. Folders and tags, if you want to rename your folder or reorganize that, you can do that there. Goodies is cool. What I want you to do is click on this to see updates at a glance. Go to Google Reader to iGoogle. So if you click on that, it'll automatically add it to your iGoogle. Remember, your iGoogle should be your home page for your site. So now I can see that it's here as well, and I can choose like what views I want to take it at. Okay. Let's see. Also in Google Reader, some of the settings that I wanted to show you. Um, you can use it on your phone. Okay. So it's very easy to do that. Uh, I wanted to show you the last one, send to. Go ahead and check on Blogger because you want to do that, and also check on any other ones you want, but at least Blogger. Um, and then if you go back to your reader, so let's say I really liked this tutorial, and I wanted to reblog this this group, okay? Or let's say I went to here. I want Photoshop will blur images forever, okay? And I want to reblog this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna set up your blogger to reblog this. So if you go to blogger.com and log in, okay, you're gonna create a new blog. So on the left side, click New Blog, okay. And then for the title, you're gonna put just your name. So if your name is Joe, so put Joe's RSS. For your address, you're gonna put like your class username. So let's say it's CA3Joe 15. Okay, so CA3Joe 15, but you already have that. You're gonna add RSS at the end. Okay, and you're gonna choose dynamic views if it's available to you, and then you're gonna hit create blog. So right now it's creating our blog for us. Okay, and boom, it's done. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is go back to your Google Reader. Okay, and you're gonna you're gonna choose, and periodically as assignments, I'm gonna have you have to reblog an article. And when you reblog an article, that means like you've read it, you understand it, and you thought it was a really good one, and it's worth reblogging. So you're gonna put send to and then blogger on one of the RSS articles that you liked. Okay, and then you're gonna on the right side here, you're gonna choose Joe's RSS. You know, your RSS one that you found. Okay, and in this one, it'll tell you a brief summary of what it is about, and then you can add your own comments to it if you want to, what it was about. Otherwise, when you're done, you're gonna hit publish and post at the bottom. Okay, and then we can view our post. Is retweet. If you really liked it, you could tweet it by clicking that button, making sure you log in, and then just retweet it. Okay, so and when you retweet it, you're basically recommending it to the world and your followers that hey, this is a good blog article. You should check it out for that. Okay, so this was the blog article that we retweeted, or sorry, we reposted on our blogger. So. And it basically allows us to check that out. Okay, so some other things you want to check on the left side: some recommended sources and items, also trends on what's being read around the world. It's really important. So yeah, go ahead and explore Google Reader, customize it to meet your needs. But it's a great way and resource that you should use almost daily to keep updated on the world and what's going on.